Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be changing my battery, and on the right hand side right there is the battery compartment. Turn it to the left to loosen it. And there's the battery. First thing you're going to want to do, take this bracket off. There's two bolts and they're 10 millimeter. Just be careful because they're easy to drop. Bracket comes out. And the first thing we're going to do is take off the negative. And then we're going to take off the power distribution block. And since I upgraded my audio system, you see I have two power wires here. One going to the amp, the other one going to the DSP, and they're both fused. So I'll be taking those off as well. And that nut here is a 10 mil. Just be careful because it's easy to drop it. This piece, just make sure you grab that piece too, because it's like the mount for the nut on the negative terminal. And the negative is off there. So now we're going to do the power distribution block here. .13 millimeter for the nut holding the power distribution block. And then there's going to be clips on both sides. We have a bracket over here. And this post is holding the bracket in. That's securing the battery. Okay, so that was the post. Okay, so just for record, we're putting this is the AGM battery. It's a H8 900 cold cranking amps. So you just want to make sure you put in comparable battery back in here. Keep note that the negative was on the taillight side and the positive was more towards the front of the car. So when you put them back in here, the battery, just make sure you put it in the same position. We're gonna pack it back in the bracket in the post. Okay. Alright, got it. It's not the easiest thing to do because you don't have a lot of space, but battery secure. Put positive back on. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Get this wire out the way. Okay. Sure, a lot easier getting these clips back on than taking them off, that's for sure. Okay. That's a distribution nut. I believe that was a 13. Yep, 13 socket. Well, that is back on. And I'm gonna put my audio wires back in. And I'm going to screw that nut down. Okay. Alright, good. So now I got my DSP and my amp power wires back on. Distribution block is back on. The battery bracket is in. All we have to do is put our negative. Alright, so 10 millimeter. There we go. Nice. My amp and my DSP came on. And now that the new battery is back in and all the connections are tightened down, we just want to put our bracket back with the 2 bolts, again at 10 millimeters. I put them in by hand and now I'm just going to tighten them. Done. Bracket secured. Now we just want to put our compartment back. And there you have it. Okay, YouTube, we replaced the H8 AGM battery. So we went through that process. Easy DIY. You could do it yourself. If you can register your battery with a OBD2 device. And so if you want to see how I did that, you can look at my other video when I did it for my 5 series. Exact same process. But this shows you that you can actually do it yourself. Go get a battery from wherever you want and then register it yourself without having to go to the dealer. So all my electronics are back on. So my DSP, my amp, everything's back on.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Visit beamermods.com for BMW performance intakes, clothing and accessories. Unleash your BMW engine. Increase horsepower.